What up, y'all? What's today? Oh, happy Wednesday. Give me a few seconds before we fully get into this. It's been a busy day. I'm behind, but did we talk? Was it New Year? I talked to you guys last? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't New Year's. Maybe it was New Year's. If it wasn't New Year's. I wanna do one more thing before we get started. So everybody, come on in. We'll talk. You guys. We'll talk all of the things. Almost all of the things, because you know me, I can't talk about what's the show, Hard Knocks. I can't talk Hard Knocks. There's that. We won't be talking that. Well, if making sure we're all set up that everybody can hear us everywhere. Hey everybody, morale. You can't come in here barking orders. Happy New Year to you. My volume's low. I want to ask you that. Is my volume too low? Is it too low? Because I have this like mic. I have a new little mic on, so I wanted to make sure. I did want to ask you guys that before I go and start rambling. Is the mic too low? Is it too low? I sound far. What about now? I'm not trying to hold this thing though. Yeah, let's ditch it. How about that? We'll ditch the mic. I was just trying to use it because I've never used this before. But I also didn't test it. This is why it's good to test. Are we better now? Is that great? Is that great? You have some grievous CJ. This is how you get to the front of the line, morale. This is how you get to the front of the line. I'm actually not going to do a season wrap up on this particular show. I think when everything is said and done, we will come and we will digest everything from the season. It's 10-7. You guys know me. Like, you guys know me what I say every year, all year. 10-7 is the minimum. It is the minimum that you have to have in the AFC, in my opinion, in my mind, to get to the playoffs. You have to win 10 games. If you don't win 10 games in the AFC North, you are asking for favors. You asking for favors. And yeah. So I'm not doing a season. We're not doing a wrap up of the season today. But we will. We will. The season's not over. So if you want to wrap up the regular season, I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair right now. It's not fair to wrap it up right now. But I do want to reflect on how people are upset about the 5-game losing streak, whatever. Losing 5 games in a row, it sucks. It's awful. It's not how you want to end the season, especially when you're going on to the postseason. You do not want to have 5 losses in a row. We also went into the season knowing that the second half of the schedule was going to be quote unquote difficult. You faced some really good teams. All your divisional games were there. It was what it was. Did I anticipate to be above the expectation? Absolutely. I think we all did. I think we all expected, as people that support the Steelers, you expect it to be over, especially over the expectation, especially because how you started, right? Winning the 10 games and then coming in to those last 5 games and losing them all, you did not think. I was actually okay with losing the Ravens game. I made the prediction about losing that game. I anticipated the loss in that game. for this very situation right here, where we are right now. This is why I wanted that L. Because if we were going to we were going to put ourselves in a situation where we had to play them again. You know how hard it is to beat a team 3 times? Especially division like divisional opponents that you know very, very well. Do you know how difficult it is to beat them 3 times? It's hard. It's not easy. And for me, this is so much sweeter. If they pull out this victory, it is so much sweeter. It is so much sweeter. And so I was okay with this being a potential matchup and them feeling like they got the monkey off their back. They're not coming in this hostile. They may be a little comfortable. Okay, they may be like, oh, all we got to do is we can run on the Steelers, feed Derrick Henry. He gonna be successful. Get Mark Andrews the ball, get Isaiah Likely the ball. We got this. We had a game plan and it worked. It was simple and it worked, and we can beat them playing simple football. I want them to feel comfortable. That's what I want. Okay. If the Steelers lose, who's the quarterback next season? I'll answer that question from morale. And I usually don't even answer questions at this point of the show because I'm going through my spiel. But it's whoever signs the contract. I've said already online, I want both of these guys at the end of the day. I want a Justin and a Russell. I want the problem that I had this year of 2 quarterbacks. I want it again. I want it again next year. And I know everything's not going to work out. Things don't always work out the way that I want. I'm not going to say it's not going to work out. But I would like them to both to stay. Is there enough money for the both of them? It all depends on who wants to take what. People are upset at Russell Wilson. That's fine. You can be upset with whatever you want. You can call him whatever you want to call him. But I'm not going there with either one of them. I would keep them both. So yeah, I want Russ back and I want Justin back, and I'm not pivoting off of that at this particular time. So if you could afford them both, keep them both. I feel like if you look at the body of work over the last 5 weeks, you could justify saying, Russell, we ain't paying you the 30. We're gonna give you this, But I feel like you can justify what someone gets paid based off of this last week's performance. Like, you didn't put up the points, my guy. We didn't put up the yards. We didn't get up the touchdowns. You did not put up the points. So I think it's justified to say you could possibly get them cheaper. Oh, I definitely dropped something. I don't know. I'll have to look, but I don't feel like you have to give that man 30. He made 30. He made 30 plus this year. But it's also the Pittsburgh Steelers, y'all. You know who you're dealing with, especially when it comes to that guaranteed moolah. It's different. It's different over here. I do want to shout out Chris Boswell and Miles, I call him Clutch Brew, for making all-pro teams. I love that for them. It's so amazing. It's awesome. Congratulations to those guys. I don't know if we talked Pro Bowl. I don't know if we talked the guys that made the Pro Bowl, but Minkah Fitzpatrick was one of them. TJ Watt, Chris Boswell, Cam. What do we have? 4? Do we have 4? Am I missing somebody? I think that's it. But anyway, shout out to the guys that made the Pro Bowl. But what I get upset about, I hate that Justin Tucker had to fall off for Chris Boswell to really get his flowers, because I feel like Chris Boswell has been one of those consistent things for us for many, many years. And it had to take Justin Tucker sliding a little bit for him to get the recognition. So shout out to Chris Boswell. You are the glue. We got 2 wins off your foot alone. So We appreciate you. So I am planning to be a part of the Pro Bowl, and hopefully we can talk. We can talk and get some good old footage of our lovely Steelers. I don't think TJ Watt will be there because TJ Watt hasn't gone in some time. He's usually been hurt, but he's about to have a baby. So I don't anticipate seeing TJ Watt at the Pro Bowl this year. And hopefully none of them will be there, and they'll be in getting ready for New Orleans. See what I did there? See what I did there? But yeah, I don't know. I haven't studied the numbers, but 30 million, I just wouldn't be comfortable giving you 30 million right now. So if Russell wants 30 million, Russ better win on Sunday. Because it's the rules. Like, you can't get 30 million and not produce a W. It produced 6 L's your last 6 showings. That don't make sense to me. I ain't got no beef. It's just at this. It's not beef. It's business at this point. Business wise, that don't make sense. But beef. Believe. All right, let's get in. Let's get in to the show. I had a whole monologue, but I'm gonna let it slide. And because fans, y'all get on my nerves real bad, and I'm gonna just let it go. I'm gonna let it go. Let's get it in. What's up? What's up? We got somebody. Out here. What's up? What up? I don't even know how that got on there, Morale.
What's good, family?
How's it going?
What's happening?
Man, we didn't get to really get into it like we usually do. So first things first, I'm not a dweller, but it has to be talked about, especially because Trey Hendrickson got like AFC Player of the Week or something like that. So we got to talk about what went wrong or what happened. What did Dex see on film? I haven't watched the tape back. So tell me what you saw on film that made Trey Hendrickson look amazing. I have a good idea of who, what, and when, and how that was, and what the Steelers got to work on if they want to be successful on Saturday.
I'm a avid film watcher.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm calling names. Usually I forget names and I go by numbers. But Dan Moore got his ass whooped. Dan Moore got whooped by the most basic moves. Dan Moore got whooped by what they do in tackling circuits, swimming his hands around, and he didn't know how to replace it. And he let him eat his chest up. And how many sacks he allowed? What, 2? He had two sacks on him that game. Yeah, it made him look like a superstar. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's nice. He's leading the league in sacks. He's doing something right. But the way he made Dan Moore look like a rookie. Also, the rest of the defense, they just look confused. Like, I'm so glad for what I'm seeing in on the blogs and Twitter that they look like they really focus on communication, because it wasn't a lack of effort. It was just a lack of communication, not being in the right spot, being tricked by just movements, and motions, and taking them out of the play. We naturally have the talent. Joe Burrow only threw 1 touchdown. That says a lot.
Yeah, especially after we had our defense been playing. That was a step in the right direction for me to go into the playoffs. So appreciate y'all.
Let me tell you something, Russ. I think he thinks he's 6'5". Bro, you are 6. I mean, you're 5. I feel like 5'10".
11.
5'11" gracefully. You got to learn. He need to talk to Baker Mayfield. Ask what he does. Because you trying to take your time to see. Like, know what you're working with. Know that you're working with a line that's not going to give you that much time yet. They're still young, and some of them are just that bad, Dan Moore. But some of us, know what you're working with. Get that ball out of there. Stop holding it. Like, come on, you've done this before.
Yeah.
and it's so frustrating watching that. It's like, Russ, come on, you're supposed to be the guy with the experience.
Mhm.
Like you've been through this already.
I think the
Let's,
frustrating when he gets frustrated, I think now his frustration, like he's like, all right, I'm just gonna run. Like I feel like that's when he when his frustration peaks.
and then
It is,
realize you're not that fast. Hello, you ain't got those wheels you had at 26. You 36
but he's
with
just
them
trying
big
to get
feet.
there. He's just trying to get there. His bottom half. Anyway, let me stop. I'm not about to be talking about my quarterback. But put an extra name on that Dan Moore situation. Jay is saying Jay's now in your corner today. I don't. It's something about Jay want to come after me so bad, and that's cool. Because I try to bring a level of positivity to the Steelers chat. It's so much negativity in the world. I don't need to bring that energy. But who is
Yeah,
that extra name you think he's talking about, Dex?
if I think he's always talking about the OC. I mean, everyone does. Everyone does
Is he talking
the.
about the? I'm thinking he's talking about the line.
Oh, could be.
Is he talking about another lineman? Jay, we'll wait. We'll wait.
Yeah,
We'll
Jay,
wait.
we waiting for you.
We're waiting for you, sir. It's your show. It's Joey's show now. Is he talk? Is Do you think he's talking about Roderick?
Uh, I mean, if he is, Broderick, he hasn't been playing good, but most of that pressure came from them on side.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was just about to say that. Jay, you hit the nail
okay,
on the head.
okay.
Like, it's basic. Everyone does it against us. Everyone does it against us. When TJ Watt was whooping everybody ass singly, what did they do? Put an extra tight
Bring
end,
out.
put a running back on that side, maybe throw that way, or run away from it. But for some reason,
Mhm.
we don't get to. I don't think we can do that. I don't think it's in our cards to do that. Like we're not going to help out our own line. We're
Mhm.
just going to leave them on the island and live with the results that we get. I
So
don't get
what's
it.
the point of 80 then if you're not going to do that?
And look how many snaps he played. He
Oh, it
didn't
was
play
a
that
number.
much. He didn't.
It
I can't
was.
even give it a number. He didn't play that much. And then he
Hmm.
was on the right side
Yeah,
when
he's
he
not
did
on.
play.
That's what I'm saying. I'm asking that question because I don't recall seeing him over there at all. I don't remember how many times he was in, but is it an OC call? Ultimately, all roads lead to Coach Tomlin. I know. Even if he gives everybody a long leash, we know he gives guys long leashes. We experienced Matt Canada. We did. So there's not a bunch of managing. I feel with him. So
But you got to see that, D. Like, come on, man. We in the playoffs now. Like, some of these adjustments would have made us fans feel better if those little minor adjustments were made. Like, teams beat us. Even Kansas City, when we played this, and I know I'm going back, they beat us dinking and dunking. It looked like schoolyard
yeah,
basketball. I mean,
that's how
schoolyard
we beat the
football.
Bengals, and
That's
they used it on us easily,
but we.
easily. Oh, memories, Christmas memories we want to forget.
Jeez.
But I hear you. Um, and I still hate the pitch back to Najee. Still, I can't stand it.
Hmm.
One of the things, and it's gonna be Jay originally asked if I was gonna do like a seasonal wrap up. I thought about it earlier, but I was like, I'm not because the season is not technically over, right? So I will go back and dwell on all of the findings and things later. But I do like our running back room. Are we predictable when it's run pass? Absolutely, every team would be. But you still have to use the run at some point to open up the pass. When it works, no one's complaining, right? When that third down happens and that pass don't work, everyone's upset. When it works, it's fine. No one's crying.
Like I said
So,
last week,
hmm?
why don't we do the reverse? Remember last week I talked
Run.
about use
Hmm.
the pass to open up the run. It's
Yeah,
unpredictable.
you said that. You did say that. And everyone's talking about George Pickens. Um, of course, there was that moment in the locker room that that led up to everyone talking about him last week and them saying not on the same page, blah, 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 and George was like, he said that, you said that, or he said that, trying to like. And so
So my
you
man
fast
George.
forward to him probably having his worst game ever.
Ever.
Ever. What do you think about his performance? Just in general, like, what do you think?
All right. So fair to me, I thought he was trying to throw the game. I promise you. I was like, ain't no way you go from being that good to that bad. And then the player in me, he didn't play for 3 weeks. Probably had knock a little rust off. And it was cold. It was cold.
It's gonna
You
be cold
know,
on Saturday, sir.
yeah. So,
Just
but
as
those
cold,
are
if not colder.
those are the excuses. I was like, well, you need to do something different. Maybe you wasn't prepared for how cold it was going to be. And anybody knows, whoever played ball, especially like collegiate or if you got to the NFL, when an NFL arm is like they're throwing rockets. That ball is like catching a cinder block. Like it's hard, but that's why you get paid the big bucks. Your excuses. You better warm them hands up, put some heat warmers in your palms because we're not trying to hear it. Because even Calvin Austin was talking about that one in his interview. He was like, "Man, that ball was cold, and it's very hard. I'm not going to say it's easy. That's why in the wintertime, these cold months, they like to run the rock because catching bullets and stuff like that, it's difficult. I'm not going to lie. But with GP, I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was throwing the game. The way he was acting, his attitude, you know, I'm like, yo, is he trying to find his way out of here? This is just my thoughts. I didn't hear about this anywhere. These were just my thoughts during the game. I really thought he was throwing it because he's trying to, Tomlin. We don't want hostages. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know how
Mm-hmm.
he talks. So maybe
Yeah.
he thought about that, but I'm not putting it out there that he said or any of those. Just my thoughts counted on the game that he had.
In this game, I was a bit distracted because I was watching it out in public. I don't typically do that anymore. So there were elements to this game that I just missed. Didn't
Hmm.
even see the sideline. I saw a clip of it, like a small clip of it after of him talking to Russ, talking to Pickens. I don't know if that was after the first miss, the second miss. I don't know at what point he talked to him.
It was after
I didn't see
the drop, the
I
more
didn't
ball
see
drop.
the interaction with Pickens and the fans or whatever. Um, but again, like I remember it was a Ravens game. I like when players kind of snap back at the fans though. I'm sorry, I just do because one fans think they can just say anything to people. And like, let's be for real. If someone talks to you like that on the street, like you have words to say. They just because you were behind a rail in a stadium or whatever, or they are of this upper echelon of person, it doesn't mean that you can just say there's no repercussions for you. Just there's you have to say I'm gonna have to say something. And we were at the Ravens game, and so I don't know what the Ravens fans said to Landon, but he turned around. He was like, he just looked down and was like, "Shut your ass up." I
Atlanta
was
looked like that
like,
type though. Atlanta looked like that type. We ain't gonna say too much to him, man.
and I censored myself because this is a children's show. It's not really, but it is. But he said that, and I was like, "That's what you get." He was like, "Shut your." So if you
Yeah,
figured out what I said, you're awesome. But I didn't see any of those things that people highlighted about George Pickens. And so I want to ask, say none of it was intentional. Like he just had a bad day. He dropped balls, hands was frozen, numb, whatever. Say he just had a bad day and it was just coincidental. He dropped everything that was thrown his way. What next? If you're a coach, do you put your team in a position for that to happen again? Do you get him and Russell on the same page? Do y'all go in the room and do whatever y'all need to do with makeup or whatever? Or do you game plan to say, hey, 18, come here. You ready?
Man,
This is your... What do you do?
listen, you do all the above. You got to have contingency plans. Yes, I'm going to get you ready, 14. I'm going to get you ready. We're going to go outside. We're going to put some snow in them gloves. You know, I'm thinking, taking in the fact, you know, he played at Georgia. I think he's from like Memphis or something down there. Like, you know, he just might not be used to playing in cold weather, and it happens, you know. But yeah, I'm going to get him ready. I'm going to have Russ talk to him at 18. Get ready, because you're getting half of these targets too. Because it's like, what we got him for? What we got 18 for?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all the above. This is one.
I wanted more targets his way for sure. I did love the uses of Pat Freiermuth. I think that was great. And I go back to what you said about the hands and the cold hands, because I feel like that last pass, I don't even think Pat Freiermuth could process that he dropped that ball. Like, I feel like his brain was like what the heck? I just felt like he was just like, wait, what?
The way he ran it and the way he positioned his hands to catch it, you could tell it's like a big thing of ice slid right through his hands.
Yeah, like I just in his mind, I don't even think his brain like what? And it was perfectly thrown. Like some of those balls that you love from Russell Wilson, and this is why I can't ride the train of Russ is this, Russ is that, because those perfectly thrown balls, they were there. Yeah. They were there on the money, in distress. The throws were there, perfectly thrown. And you can't, sometimes I look at a few of them, the Pickens and the Pat Freiermuth, I think you could not ask for a better thrown ball. Like the only thing you could have been like, could it have came in slow motion? Because the thing was on the money.
It was there.
On the money. And so,
now, you know, I never played wide receiver a day of my life. You know what I mean? I was a trench guy, but I do speak to those guys. From either times when I used to coach. When it's cold, it's certain ways you got to catch the ball because you're not going to be able to catch it. Normally, it's literally like when it's that cold, use your body, you know, like try to catch it to where the point of the ball is hitting the palm so they can stop it. Because when you're trying to grip it like that, and then, like I said, these balls ain't coming at you 5 miles per hour with Russ is scrambling. You know, he got to get you that ball, and that ball is coming about 50, 60. And you trying to catch it like this, unless you got them almighty grippers, you know, there's a chance. So hopefully they work on that.
I wanted the game in Houston real bad. I wanted that game in Houston selfishly for myself because it's my birthday week. Okay.
Semi-warm.
So I was like, all right, typically I go out of the country for my birthday. I'm never really around these parts. I'm never in the United States, most likely. I said this year, I'm not going to leave the country for my birthday. And if I left the country for my birthday, I was like, I'm going to leave the country early so that I could be back in time for a playoff game because I have never been to a Pittsburgh Steelers playoff game. And I said, okay, worst case, let's just go to Houston. That's fine. I was willing to do Pittsburgh. I was like, a home playoff game, even sweeter. Even though it'd be cold. I would take it because it'd be a home playoff game. And the vibe would just be crazy. Now, we got an away playoff game in Houston. Bet. I'm with it. We're going to be in the dome. I'm going to be in Houston. We're going to have a nice little party prior. I had booked the hotel, everything. I was ready to go. But I said, the way this team is playing, especially on the defensive side, I said, you know what? Let me get on a plane right now and go out of town right now Because if these if these guys, sorry, I take that. If these guys don't win this game and we have to go back to Baltimore, I will have no getaway for my birthday, and I will be upset at that. So selfishly, I got on the plane, and selfishly, I wanted Houston real bad, but I got on the plane and went away and came back. So we will be playing Baltimore here in Maryland down the street on Saturday. It's going to be cold. So we talking about all this cold stuff. Y'all didn't had a snow experience, and it's supposed to snow Saturday. I don't know when it's going to stop. I don't know. I'm not sure weather report right at this point in time. I feel like someone said it was going to be in the morning, but I haven't verified, so I don't know. But it's going to be cold because it's going to be at night, and you know you're in Ravens territory, so we'll see. I don't know.
See what happens, man. Hopefully they prepare for
it. You got a snow game under your belt. You got a couple cold games under your belt. Figure it out. This ain't the game to have a bunch of excuses of why not.
I don't want to hear it after this.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely don't want to hear it after this.
Yeah, figure it out. Jalen and Najee. By the way, I'll say this on the wrap up, but I just want to congratulate Najee on another 1,000+ yard season. I don't think he gets enough of the love that he deserves. For whatever reason, maybe people don't like him. Maybe people feel like they have to say one is better than the other. But I feel like quietly he did his job this season. Quietly. And I think quietly because he didn't have to be this forced leader I felt like he had to be the last couple years. So I think he got to sit back a little bit and just do his job. And he did it. Like, the 1,000+ rushing yards consecutively. To me, he had to do his job because now he wants to get the bag wherever it is. Of course, I want it to be here, but he put his tape out there. Those yards after being touched, it's amazing. So I know I gripe with him, but I can't. You can't deny what the man put out there.
Yeah, Najee has definitely fulfilled what it meant to be a Steeler. Barely fumbled. Them yak yards was crazy. I just know he's not going to be back, and I'm like, just keep a good thing together. Things have to mesh. It takes time. It takes time for a good O-line to mesh. Lightning and thunder, we had it. And now I'm thinking that I see rumors that they trying to get Lil Najee 2.0 from Boise State.
How, Sway? How is that possible at 21, 22? Like, how is that possible?
I think it's going to be another quarterback heavy league. Quarterback heavy draft.
I'm sorry that we're talking about draft right now, but we'll talk about it more later on too. But how? You have
running backs never go early.
I know 3 quarterbacks in this draft that could go in the first round. What are your 3?
I got Shedeur.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Oregon QB.
Okay.
And what's his face from Texas?
Oh
yeah, Cam Moore. I forgot about Cam.
I was like,
my bad.
Cam Moore, and then
Shedeur.
You said that. Oregon. So you got Colorado, Oregon, Miami,
Texas.
And anybody else? Alabama.
Nah.
Not a first rounder. Not a first rounder.
Nah, he ain't really impressed me to be in that mix to be considered first round.
I mean, he got the name.
Yeah.
So four quarterbacks. Okay, that's 4 quarterbacks. So you think those 4 quarterbacks will be gone in the first round, and then so that's 20. Like that's still a good amount of teams.
Running backs never go early. They never go early. No, who needs a running back right now? Like in the NFL, who needs a running back? Detroit don't. Kansas City don't. They not.
I mean, you would
Like
hate
though,
Kansas City to get him, even though they have Pacheco, but Pacheco hasn't been the most available running back.
he's been hurt, but he produces. I don't think they will waste a first round draft pick on a running back. Um,
I don't even know why y'all in the comments going back and forth with Texan, whatever.
like
I
he
don't
has
even
a
know.
long. Soon as you said Texas, he popped up. Soon as you said Houston, I just started seeing Texas all over the place.
Yeah.
You
I
got
don't
a
even know
lawn, bro?
what with this person. He comes into like attack and they fall for it. I don't even be
Yo,
paying the person no mind.
yo,
Sorry.
chew him up, chat. Chew him up, chat. Get him. I don't even
Yeah.
care. Chew him up, chat.
I don't even pay you no mind, baby. But sorry, yeah. That's we got off topic talking about drafts and stuff. But Boise, I saw it. I definitely
You seen
saw
it?
it. That rumor, but whatever. Let's talk about this Ravens matchup. It is one I anticipated. It is one that this is the preferred method. This is the preferred W. You can take that regular season one. Y'all can have it. Take that win. Relish over it. Be so confident with yourself that we got the Steelers. We beat them. Oh, it was easy. It was a piece of cake. We ran all over them. Derrick Henry had his best game ever against the Steelers. Please relish in that. Relish in that. Please. Because
Hold
I
it
knew
down.
it was going to be extremely difficult to get 3 W's on one team in 1 year. So here we are. We have an opportunity, and I'll say this probably on my prediction. We have the opportunity to again close down M&T Bank Stadium with an L, with a big O L. Let me do it so you can see me. We have that opportunity, and I love that that is on the table to redeem yourselves from this 5-game skid, to produce an L and to go on to the next phase and to shut up all this noise. And I know Tomlin always talks about like baggage and how that's his bags to carry about his losing streak in the playoffs. And I hear it and fine. But to kind of hush all of that noise and to end their season at M&T Bank in front of their home fans, that is so much sweeter. Like that. I'm about to just never
With
mind.
Jameis Winston?
This is a kids show. This is a
It's the
kids
Jameis
show.
Winston, yes, sir.
But to me, it would just mean so much more than any regular season win. As opposed to
Absolutely.
victory.
Like I said, they can't flat out beat us when we on our A game. Sorry to say, because if they could, we wouldn't have 10 wins over them. You know, this is their first one. When we're on our A game. So I just prayerfully hope that they worked on the mental aspect of the game. Because the physical one, we beat them. We beat them. The mental game was where we faltered. You know, I watched some All 22, and I was just seeing how those motions took us out of our gaps. You know, where it was one play where uh, Lamar Jackson motioned the running back. All 3 linebackers went to the right side. And Derrick Henry fake right, went left, and there was a big gap. The only person that was there to stop him was Fitzpatrick. And
I was like 39.
30 yards, 39, you know? So
39.
like we played in the first game, we played sound gap defense, and he couldn't even get out the backfield, let alone get, you know, positive yardage, to the fact that where they had to stop him, they got to stop giving him the ball. Like, all right, Lamar, you do something. You know, so, and then call me dumb, but I've been watching those clips of, you know, our cohorts that be at practice, and I keep seeing Corey Holcomb in practice.
Oh, 55. Yeah, he out there. 55 and out there.
You see, and you saw they were jumping around. I said, that knee look good. I think he need to get a helmet. I think you need to get a helmet. Don't do that. Don't do that, D. Don't do that, D. Don't do that, D. Don't do that, D. Don't hurt my feelings. I think he need a helmet. I think he need a helmet.
I hear what you're saying.
I think you need a helmet.
And this, first of all, my reaction is not saying I don't think he should get a helmet. That's not why I'm saying it. I'm just saying, you've heard me
You be
say, you know
knowing.
what we dealing with. You know what we dealing with. You know this path. You could say the same thing about Roman. He need to be out there. Roman. I'm just saying, you have lived this dream. It's just like you got to know your significant other. You know your significant other will squeeze the toothpaste in the middle, regardless. Like they ain't rolling it up from the bottom. You know your significant other.
Mike Eyes said that he's willing to try anything. That's what he said in that press conference. And last time he said that, he did stuff out of character. So, fingers crossed. I'm just saying, bring some friends.
Just for Cole Holcomb or who else? What else?
Cole
You got Corey
Holcomb.
out there. You've been wanting Corey. You got Corey.
I got Corey.
You got Corey.
Cole Holcomb. I need.
He did look a little confused sometimes, but he warmed up. Corey warmed up.
Yeah, he got to play more. But I'm telling you, next year it's going to be the two Amazons.
He got in there. Like, look, I enjoy seeing him out there, and I just want him to stay.
I see him catch Chase with a mean stiff arm at the line. I said that boy's strong. Like, he's got to get his mental game back up to the game.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. I was excited for you too. When I saw him out there balling. So shout out to Corey Trice. I can't wait to see him this week. There will not be Zay Flowers. I don't care what anybody says. You heard it from me, and I'll stand on it. I'll stand on it. If something happens and Zay Flowers walks out that tunnel with a helmet and pads and dress to play, drug test that man.
He might pull a rush just to scare us.
Drug test that man. Because there's not going to be no Zay Flowers.
Yeah, I think he'll pull a rush when they just dress him and leave him on the sideline.
I don't even think that. I think he's going to be out. We're going to find out he out probably at the end. Harbaugh is not a good liar. Harbaugh is one of the worst liars coaches I've ever seen.
Terrible.
He's terrible at lying.
Terrible.
So if something happens and he plays, something happened. Like, I'm telling you, they went and got that vibranium. What is it? Vibranium? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Something
stuck it in his back. He got the Infinity Stones. They snapped it back.
I'm sorry. I don't wish injuries on nobody. And I was actually sad to see him go down in a game that, didn't really have any implications, right? Because I guess because we didn't play yet, and I just felt like it wasn't really a necessary game. But hey, whatever. They won the AFC North. They got their T-shirts. They got their hats.
That was the quietest win ever. Nobody even cared. Nobody said nothing.
Right. They were playing Bailey Zappi. So like if they wanted to win that game, they would have put in Jameis Winston. Like, because why would you not? Like, they didn't want to win that. They didn't want to win that game. So
that was terrible.
The Browns kind of folded.
But you can't get right.
The Browns definitely folded. And I say free that man Myles Garrett to the NFC. Free him to the NFC. I want him out of the North. If he if he can't be here, which he won't be, he can't be anywhere in the North. Free that man to
send him away. Let him show that he's real
in the NFC.
Exactly.
Get away from me and my quarterbacks. Okay. What else is going on? I don't know if y'all. What else? I had something else for y'all. Okay, this matchup. Again, Zay Flowers. I don't see that happening. I'm sorry. You can talk crazy about me if he miraculously wakes up with a new knee. Deacon Winston. I wanted Deacon Winston out there. I really did. Like, why would you not put Deacon Winston out there? So fast forward to Saturday. Game plan to me is going to be, again, they're going to try to run the ball on you. Justice Hill is back. We actually had him. We knocked him out the game the last time we played him, and he's just now getting back. So Justin Hill will be out there. Justice Hill. You will see Isaiah Likely He'll be getting some attempts here. Tight end heavy. Mark Andrews. Those two. They're gonna be looking at that tape and see what did Travis Kelce do. Oh, we could get that done. we could handle them like that. Also Rashad Bateman. He's been having some he likes to go to Rashad deep. I know that might not be the way I'm supposed to deliver that to you guys, but he likes to go deep with Rashad.
Pause.
Yeah, I know it's kind of, but he
that
did.
Was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy. That was crazy.
So deep on Mr. Bateman. Aguilar, we haven't heard too much about Aguilar. They did bring him back. He hasn't been, one of their primary targets, but expect him to be out there more with Zay Flowers out. Anthony Miller, you remember him? You might not remember him, but he's a part of that team, so he might be elevated more on the field. What's the other? Is it
Hey Jordan, I'm from New York. We pause everything, kid. Sorry, you see that?
That's definitely a New York thing. They over pause, okay, to the point where you can't say nothing. But so yeah, their wide receiver lineup will be interesting. But again, I think they're going to be tight end heavy and running back heavy. And then Lamar will pick off as he deems necessary.
That's all we need to worry about. We can stop Mark Andrews and stop that other tight end and likely. I think we'll be in good shape. But like I said, that all came with our head game was messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mark, I'm not gonna lie, Mark Andrews is an athlete. Like he gets open. But all we gotta do is eliminate one or two.
And you know who I'm tired of? I'm tired of Marlon Humphrey. I'm just sick of him. Like he's having a year and I'm sick of it.
He talks so much crap.
I'm sick
so
of
much
him.
crap. So much crap.
Okay. I don't like it. Marlon Humphrey, your days are numbered.
Yeah, we can scheme him out the game though.
Can we?
Oh yeah.
Can we?
He's playing nickel. Yeah. If we play double tight.
I'm over here on IG looking at the comments and I'm just going through. But go ahead, double type. What you say?
Let me tell you something. If we ever play double tight ends in our passing game, Saturday will be the game. To do that because, like I told you before, like I said, plenty of weeks. Mount Washington, he has proved he can run and he can catch.
Can we give some more love to my man? I want the ball. I want some more attempts his way, please. Please.
No,
okay. All right. Let's do it. Justin Fields. Where do you see him in this game?
I've never been a fan of the double two QBs playing at one time unless one got hurt. I don't know. Like, you want to see him run the ball?
You talked about trying something different. Whatever it takes. I'm throwing it out there in the most positive way because I know people are really negative about it, but in the most positive way, I'm throwing it out there.
Line that man up at receiver and let the whole defense fall asleep.
You said line Justin Fields up as a receiver.
I don't know what to do with him. Like, I promise, because it's like when you know he's in the game, he's going to run the ball. Right. And then when he was in the game before, he made bad decisions. Like, because it's like he has no rhythm. He's just coming in random. Like I'm trying to think back to, the Saints with Drew Brees and the number 7, the other guy that's still playing. Like he had a rhythm. You dig what I'm saying? Like I just don't know. I don't know.
I will let you have it. Line him up at receiver.
Yeah, a lot of quarterbacks
gonna get open. I mean, I'm not saying he can't, but I'm like, I feel like stay positive. This is not about Justin. I'm just going through our wide receivers. And there's been some evidence that, you know, they're having a hard time getting open. And with that being said, I'm just talking about wide receivers in general. I want Calvin Austin out there. I need Calvin Austin out there. He's had success. I want Pat Freiermuth, you know, proven. 18. Get him out there. 14. You get a couple chances to show me something. And if you don't, skedaddle. 80. Give me 80.
Agree. Give me 80.
Give me 80. And a little razzle dazzle. I got a little razzle dazzle 1 and A and B. Razzle dazzle A and B. Scotty Too Hottie.
Mm-hmm.
Little razzle dazzle B. Skowronek. Skowronek.
You know what we don't need out there? 11. Yeah, we don't need 11 out there. We can switch one of them. We can put one of them.
Ben Skowronek. Get him out there. You want to try something different? Prove to me you want to try something different. That's all.
Yeah. With it with that. I like that. I like that.
I like. And even Connor, 83. Put him out there. I know he gonna be out there with the, you know, helping with the run game and stuff like that, but give him a little gadget play here or there. Give him something.
Boy can catch.
Make some shake. So,
right. But that was my whole premise on
Russ loves 11. You think so?
I agree with that.
What about their connection, their chemistry makes you think that he loves 11? I'm not saying he like can't stand him. What says love?
He's always throwing him the ball, and they don't produce.
That man get about 3 attempts average a game. Come on now.
It feels like more.
It don't feel like a lot. 11 is. Let me see. Let me see if I can look this up quickly enough. I feel like I'm not going to be able to look it up fast enough. What's his name? Jefferson.
Oh,
right? What's his name?
Jefferson, yep.
What's his first name?
11 Jefferson.
Ben Jefferson. Go ahead, Lord. Why can't I remember his name? Lord. 24 receptions on the year, y'all. That's it.
That's it?
I told you. It ain't like that. It ain't like that.
3, 2, 1, 2.
All right. Over this 5-game losing streak, the most catches he had. Yeah, I knew I was right. I know. I be knowing what I'm talking about. And the games that we lost, he has had a total of 6 catches. 6.
He got 7. He got 653 yards on the season.
6 catches in the last 5 games. Okay, so he ain't have none in the Kansas City game. He had 1 in the Philly game for 0 yards. He had 3 in Cincinnati, 2 at Baltimore for 27 yards. I remember that big catch in Baltimore. 1 in the Cleveland game, the last Cleveland game for 10 yards. 1 in the Cincinnati game for 43 yards. Remember that big one? 2 in the first Cleveland game. The man had back-to-back 0-day catches at Baltimore and in the Commanders game. No catches. So the man hasn't gone. The only game he had over 3 catches in was the Giants game.
It's because we don't throw the ball like that, but if we did.
Come on now. Come on. I feel like you're making excuses.
He shouldn't see the field. Like, don't line up. Don't go to the line of scrimmage and point this way. to check if you on the line. He should be on the sideline.
All right. All right. I ain't arguing it. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I gave you how many did I give you? I gave you 19, 88, 14 gets an opportunity to show me something. 8, what did I say 14? Did I say 18? See, I messed up already. 1988, 14, 18, 80. Razzle Dazzle.
A and B.
13. Razzle Dazzle. 15. And honorable mention, 83.
Yeah, honorable mention.
Honorable Cardinal Hayward.
Let's get some Roman Wilson.
Come on, man. What did I tell you about that toothpaste?
Yo,
what I tell you about that toothpaste?
Know
your partner.
No, something different. You should empty the bench.
Do you think Roman Wilson has, what's your probability? What's your percentage of probability Roman Wilson gets a helmet on Saturday? I know that's what you want. How realistic do you think this is?
I think he can get a helmet. It's just the fact of him playing. Like,
what's the point of giving a helmet if he ain't gonna play? Because y'all telling me a lot of people were talking about 84. They don't want 84 out there. Roman, I just don't see it. I will be shocked if he's out there and he plays more in special teams.
Yo, Kev, Roman didn't even start. Come on, it's over. He didn't even start. I'm just looking for some surprise pop. You know, I don't care who it come from. It come from Miller. You know, it could come from anybody. You know,
I'm with him. We're on the same page here. 18 is on the list. Okay.
Yeah.
18 is on the list. 18, 80 are on the list. Get Calvin Austin some more catches out there.
So it's not even, you mean targets, because the catches is built on the wide receiver. You know what our problem is with our OC? And you watch every game, right? And I'm going to use my hands for demonstration, right? Kansas City, who the last season played? Kansas City routes really went like this. Bat, bat. Right?
Quick.
High catches, right? High probability catches, right? Philly, we play Philly. Slants. You know what our routes look like?
Like he's going out there.
And those routes need like at least 10 seconds to develop.
Come inside to play.
That's why we have low probability catches, because
get me
I don't
into
know why we
ashes. Give me something.
We running these drag race routes that take 15 years to develop.
I think Pat Garber is finding success there. He is finding success there. Use it more. He's using more.
All our tight ends. Like, come on, man. Make it simple. We dink and dunk Cincinnati and put up 44 yards. 44 points.
I kind of want to see, like, now that you mentioned that, I kind of want to see like some Najee and Jalen Moore in there, because they're so good, like, after the catch. But if, like, we could just make something shake a little bit. I know it's hard. Like, I just do. Like, I don't know. Like, a girl can dream. Anyway.
Yeah, Kev, we sick the dogs on them, Kev. They've been going for the last hour we've been on. We sick the dogs. We was like, get him.
Whenever texting comes up in here is mayhem. It's WrestleMania. I don't know this texting person. If you're on IG, sorry that you don't see all the comments drama on YouTube, but that's where the drama is. It's on YouTube. They in the chat, like, going blow for blow. It's a little live over here on YouTube. And I hate that I can't see the Instagram comments over here. One day they'll fix that and we can all engage at like one big happy family, but fortunately we can't. But that's all I got. Like, I think this is still a winnable matchup. It's AFC North ball. Again, anybody can win this game. It can go either way. Turnovers. We know all the elements of this game. We already know they exist. The way that the Ravens won or the margin in which they won is not normal. It was not a normal AFC matchup. Let's be for real.
Nope.
It's a 1-score game normally. Sometimes 1 point, sometimes 2 points, sometimes 3 points, sometimes 7 points, it is a 1-possession game most of the time. So this game is going to have all the elements. Everyone's going to have to, your special team is going to have to be on par. I feel like ours wasn't the last time we played them. When I say special, I am not talking about Chris Boswell. Okay. That is not what I'm talking about.
The other specials.
Yeah. Waitman, he's been a little interesting. And I'm not saying bad, but I'm just saying things have been a little interesting sometimes with him. But he's had a phenomenal year overall, so I'm not even mad. So yeah, all three phases have to take the ball away. Like it's fundamental things we know has to happen. Take the ball away. Get in the end zone. Okay, don't turn the ball over. Russell had two turnovers that were so costly, and one we know. Well, for the most part, we know pretty much took points off the board, like kept points from being on the board because it was so close to being. One, a touchdown, and at minimum, Chris Boswell being able to get through. So, and then the pick six, right? To all people, Marlon Humphrey, all people. 44 is going to want to get another one from him.
And I hope he's so thirsty. Remember how, what's his name that used to play for the Ravens used to be? What was his name?
He's talking about
the corner, and he also played for Kansas. What's the Kansas City he also played for? He was a real thirsty cornerback. No, corner. He was a real thirsty corner. He used to help us out.
That's Simmons. No, what was his name? Jimmy, not Jimmy Smith.
No, he's somebody else's cousin in the league too. Deshaun. He's Deshaun's cousin.
Marcus
Peters. Remember how thirsty he used to be when he jumped every ball? And he used to get mossed. I need Marcus Humphreys to channel him. Ben used to kill him with the pump, have him jump, tutty.
Marcus Peters, man, I don't think he's played this year either.
I don't think he's in the league. I think he's done.
I think he still wants. I thought he still wanted.
Marshawn Lynch cousin. I'm sorry. I thought it was Deshaun Watson cousin. One of them. I know he's a West Coast dude.
Yeah. Marcus Peters.
Thanks, chat. Holding me down.
Yeah, I need Marlon to calm down. Just calm down a little bit. Okay? Keep it cute. You didn't God got you a little wife and a child. You think you
cute. A little calm down.
Calm down. Go be a family man. But we also will have Joey Porter back because Joey Porter left that game with an injury, even though he tried. Joey Porter tried to do whatever he could to get back in that game, and so I watched him running the sideline, doing whatever. He came out the tent, went back in the tent. He was doing the most to try to get back in the game. So I appreciate him, but it's not gonna happen. But yeah, I mean that's all I got, y'all. It's winnable. It's AFC North ball. Please don't expect nothing more or nothing less. It is gonna be what it is. And I'm excited. I'm excited for y'all to see it because everybody we don't play prime time. We did wait. The last time we played the Ravens, it was a 4:25 game. Right?
Yep.
Okay. We haven't played Ravens prime time in years now. Am I correct?
Nope.
It's been a minute. So you get to watch us on Amazon Prime. The whole world's going to be watching us. I did want to get your opinion on the other matchups. Who do you think, before we go, who do you think is winning You got the Bills at the Bills are playing the Broncos. You think do you see an upset there? No,
That's a hard no.
it's a hard no. Okay. Do you see the Texans beating the Chargers?
Uh, uh, Chargers been on they get streaky, and they've been on a nice little win streak
Mm-hmm.
lately. And last game I seen Stroud didn't look that good. He didn't look that good.
I didn't see them against their this previous week. Deontay Johnson had a couple, if y'all curious. I think he had like 2 catches, 2 receptions,
Yeah,
like 12 yards. So we'll see how that develops.
Texas don't have no receivers. Who he throwing to?
Nico Woods, the tight end,
Yeah,
and
who that?
Deontay part of that.
I don't know.
Joe Mixon is one of their assets, so we'll see. But the Texans have a decent defense, so the defense kind of keeps them on their toes, and we'll see here. But so you have the Chargers in that game.
I got Bills. I got the Chargers. Who else you got?
So the matchups on the NFC, I ain't even truly, thoroughly paid attention. However, it is, I can tell you. Ooh. My Wizards lost to the 76ers. I'm not happy about it. I need to just go ahead and give me the clipboard.
Tanker.
Give me the clipboard because I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of trying to be an advocate. But everybody's talking about they need to tank. They need to tank. I don't know. I don't know that life. I'm sorry. I've been watching the Pittsburgh Steelers way too long to understand tanking. Even though the Wizards had a no-win November and the Pittsburgh Steelers had a no-win December.
Yeah, but it's different. They got
like I'm getting used.
82 games. We only got 17.
And no win to December is nasty. Anyway, you got Packers at the Eagles.
Oh, that's gonna be good. I can't throw that one so quick.
Well, the Packers don't have Watson. He's done for the year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he gone. So I gotta lean with the Eagles because they've lost a significant weapon in Watson. And so and Jalen Hurts is pretty much playing. I think they're working him back into everything. Yeah, Watson is done with the ACL injury for the foreseeable future. Commanders at the Bucks. I'm going with the Commanders. I gotta go with Jaden. I gotta go.
Going with the whole team.
I like Jaden. I'm gonna go with the quarterback. I want it to be a Brown quarterback Super Bowl.
Okay, I see that.
So who you got? You got Baker Mayfield.
My gut is to say Baker and Tampa, but I want the Commanders to win. But my gut is saying Tampa going to ink this one out somehow.
And then it's the Vikings at the Rams.
It's gonna be whack.
I've been rooting so hard for Sam Darnold, and when I say rooting for him, I mean I've been rooting for the Vikings to give this man a contract. So whatever he did against the Detroit Lions game, that guy cannot show up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That guy's gonna be whack.
I hope y'all sent that guy on the one-way somewhere because he cannot show up to this game. That guy can't show up to LA. And it sucks because their record is so good, but they got to go to LA and play. How you win 14 games and go to LA and play? It's crazy to me. But they might not even be able to go to LA because LA is on fire right now. Literally.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
saying.
It's gonna be whack.
Arizona. I don't want to go to Arizona. I don't know what it is. It's lack of sleep. I'm tired. So they might have to. That's a contingency plan of them playing in Arizona if LA is on fire, and it is, and it's a shame. Shout out to everybody
Literally.
if you are impacted by those. Send them my
Right.
love. I don't even know. Like, can you get on the plane and leave? Can you? Or is it physically possible?
It's a brush fire. They just gotta put
It
some
ain't
water on that
eight. It's
joint.
multiple. It's like 4 different ones. It's like
Yeah. I
so.
mean,
Like Scott. Like, can the plane see? Can they land? Like, what's happening?
throw some water on that joint.
All right, whatever. Ain't no grease fire. But anyway, I just, sending love to those. I know a lot of people out in California and LA, so it's pretty serious. I've seen some of those videos on Twitter. First of all, why are you filming the fire from your house? And like, get out instead of filming how you're being surrounded.
I'm
How about you
telling you,
get out?
they are used to it. Like, you know how on the East Coast we do
They're used to earthquakes.
hunts.
They are not used to houses burning
Yeah.
down. They're
Earthquakes,
not.
mudslides, and brush fires are the main natural events that happen on that California coast. Trust me, my cousin has insurance for all three, just in case it happens.
Just
That's what
in
they
case.
used to. Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's I don't think that's normal. I think fires but not fires where like they're wiping out neighborhoods like this. Like I know they've
Yeah.
had fires. They've had fires and they've tried to contain them. That is common. But what?
Brush fires is crazy.
And like it's like mostly I guess the wind is the
The
reason.
wind just blows it through the forest.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they're
Okay.
going crazy in this
Yeah, we're
chat.
gonna have to wrap this up because this is
Wow, yo,
fires
it's
always happen in LA.
IG.
Saying the actual fire itself, but I'm talking about the damage that this one is doing. That is
Yeah.
the uncommon part about this one. These fires. So no, the fires is true. You like because they be dry, they didn't get no rain, they ain't got no water, all that. I
Right.
understand that. But it's like the damage this one is doing to like these neighborhoods and these $1 million homes and stuff up and down the coast. That is the unusual part about this. So when the rich get impacted like this, then it's a real problem.
Now it's something, right?
Right. Because if it was the hood, it was the let me say so. If it was the hood and the hood was on fire, they'd be like, oh, we tried. We're sending
Like there's some water on it.
fire trucks up there. We ain't got
Throw
no
some water on it.
It's not a state of an emergency. Sorry. Whatever. That's all. Anyway, you guys, we're going to move on so you guys can stop fighting amongst each other. I hope you all have a great rest of the week. If you are in Baltimore, there is a gathering of sorts from 1 to 4 p.m. on Saturday. It's like a little late brunch, early dinner before you go off to your tailgates at Nola Seafood and Spirits. So that's Cross Street in Baltimore and Federal Hill in Baltimore. I will be there 1 to 4. Better catch me early because at 4 o'clock, I'm going to take a quick little nap. Okay. Before I go to the go hold you. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to be out past 4. I'm going to go layer up and go to this game.
Yo,
I
just want to say something.
Go to the game because it's too cold. Go ahead.
If you're on Instagram, or if you're on X or Twitter, please join us on YouTube so you can be a part of this chat. Because I know you guys cannot see it.
I'm a little embarrassed.
But this is hilarious. Wow. All I gotta say is wow. Yeah, Braden. Yo, what?
Where is this bum B stuff? What are y'all doing today?
What?
Anyway,
oh my gosh.
Shout out to Jeremiah Love. He will be playing in the Orange Bowl tomorrow. So I'm low-key, actually, I'm high-key rooting for Notre Dame.
Big Notre Dame.
Huh?
I said big Notre Dame.
Yeah, look, I'm rooting for Notre Dame here. We all love some Marcus Freeman. I love the independentness of Notre Dame. Because people would take like, oh, they didn't play nobody, but that now they're playing people. They're playing people now, and they're beating them. So what? Penn State is weird because like I want to like again, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
So I hate that they like at least one of them. We know one of them is going to be in the championship game, and that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. So why does Notre Dame have to join a conference? Can y'all explain that? I know we're over time, but can y'all explain that to me? And this is just getting ready for y'all. I'm transitioning. And we'll talk about that later on, but I'm like, I won't be giving you Steelers all the time, 24/7 next season. Okay. So I'm transitioning to other things. But why, Dex, tell me, why do they need to join a conference?
I don't know. It just gives them consistent matchups. How do you read it? I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to focus. I promise you.
Why you like this? It's 2025. We all just get along. Okay.
It just gives them a team to play. You know, like I don't care. I would say play. I like the mix up. Play everybody. Freak it.
So you think Penn State's gonna smack Notre Dame?
No. I think it's gonna be a tight game.
We'll see.
Tight game defensively.
And the thing that Notre Dame quarterback, he was literally just like running all over Georgia. Their rushing yards came from the quarterback. The man didn't even have much passing yards. He was just like, okay, I'm taking this lane. Okay. Like he did it all by himself. I don't like the way he was landing now. I'm like, boy, if you don't slide or get out of bounds, like you're going like no. And that's one of my things with Lamar. Like Lamar Jackson will take hits, unnecessary hits, in my opinion. And I'm like, y'all gonna stop him? Because that ain't right. That ain't right. Oh, and prepare for flags to be thrown that don't have no purpose moving the pocket of a referee. So prepare for that too on Saturday. Okay. They got it. Wouldn't be a Steelers game without unnecessary flags being. All right. Let's go. Let's wrap this up. Again, if you're gonna be in town Saturday 1 to 4, come to NOLA. Dex, tell the people where they can find you, please.
Find me on X. You can find me on Instagram, DESPN. I rock with the home team. You're
okay. Appreciate you. And okay. All right. Let's roll, y'all, because it's getting sticky. Shout out to Mitch. Shout out to Dane. I wish we could have had Dane on here. But I think Dane is a good wrap up guest because his ebbs and flows of the season, and you know he was really high on everything, and Tomlin too. So let's see what happens here. All right, y'all.
Dane, we need you, bro.
We went a little OT today, but I'll holler at y'all soon. Go Steelers. Let's get this playoff win so y'all can shut up and get off my nerves. I'm sick of it. Peace.
It's almost done.